I'm going to say this, and if they want to ban me, by God, get to banning. Million Americans, like me, millions, have the dread this month. And that is because we're forced to celebrate something that we don't want to celebrate. Just is what it is. And you know what it is, right? We could celebrate veterans. We could celebrate getting clean. We could celebrate people in history that made major achievements. People today making major achievements. We could celebrate the nuclear family. Children, the red, white, and blue. But we're forced to celebrate this. And no one wants to celebrate it. You know why we celebrate it? Because nobody wants to talk about it. We're afraid we'll get canceled or people won't like us or whatever. Oh, well, I don't care if you like me or not. That's not going to determine my value myself. But if we don't do something, right, and we continue to allow people to be confused about the most basic concepts of biology, right, and we can argue about it and having people fight for it, all kinds of actions, what is obviously true and is backed up by super science, right, chromosome level, then if you're confused about that, then you're malleable and can be confused about anything, right? That's why on TikTok, you can't comment on anything. See, we're real quick to give a little girl, 10-year-old girl that's confused about her identity. We're happy to write her a prescription for testosterone, but let a man take it. Oh no, you shouldn't do that. That's how jacked up our thinking is. And I don't agree with it. And even though I'm the father of a daughter who's gay, I don't agree with that either. And we love her, and we love her girlfriend. Absolutely. Jewel of a woman. But even though we don't support that, we're vocal about our opinion and our decision. You cannot agree with something and support your opinion without having to be at each other's throats, and you can change things for sure. Another one was that young man in Washington that just won the women's state championship as a young man in the 440, and no one in that crowd wanted to cheer. And until you guys want to stand up and quit worrying about your social media or your job or what people might think, oh, well, maybe there's a market for more real men, right? Because I don't think that's right. And let's not even get started on the Olympic boxer. You know the one I'm talking about. That got unsanctioned because of the test, and now it's turned out to be what we always thought it was. So you're telling me that we sit there and everybody cheered watching a grown man beat the living hell of a grown woman, and we're not supposed to say anything? You're going to take my TikTok account? Get to taking it. Who cares? Life ain't worth living if there ain't some truth, if there ain't some consequence, if there ain't some moral guideline to lead us. It's just the fulfillment of the book. And if we don't get a hold of it, all we're doing is accelerating it. Fluid English.